welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be continuing off with the chill sessions for the Chalice Transcendence series. Today we're going to be focusing on doing some experimentation for test hands going second, just to see how the deck actually works. Now last time we actually tried to see what we could potentially do with the deck itself if we were to actually go first. And in that particular situation we were able to actually discover some cards that might be useful for the actual deck itself. However, with that being said, by going second we actually get to see a different style of play, because obviously we're going to be trying to attempt for a different goal. We're trying to break a board this time, we are trying to go for an OTK this time, so it changes up the dynamic of what we actually want to go into, rather than going first and focusing on going for disruptions and different negates and all like that. However, with that being said, let's just get started, because this is definitely going to give us a new idea or another perspective and provide us extra data on what particular cards would be necessary for the deck itself. As you can see here, it's definitely well above 15 cards for an extra deck, and this is well above 50 cards. I'm just going to shuffle things up and we'll see how we actually go. Alright, so here's our opening hand. Definitely very nice, of course. I mean, yes, we do have the shine ball, but you know what, that's okay. I'm not going to be too bothered by that. This looks pretty good. So to begin, I'm actually just going to activate the emergency teleport right away, and this will essentially allow us to bring out our chosen. Just prior to that, I'm going to put out our field center right here. I'm going to bring out our chosen. We're going to link this away immediately, allowing us to actually go for our Imduk, and that would be quite nice, of course. No, actually, you know what, we won't go for Imduk. We're actually going to go for the Link Spider, and you will understand why later. But we're going to go for the Link Spider. We're going to take the Link Spider, allowing us to actually summon out the Shine Ball from our hand, and we're going to link that away, allowing us to then go for our Imduk. Now that we have Imduk out, what we want to do is we want to go for an extra normal summon, so we're going to trip it off the Link Spider, allowing us to summon out our Chalice. So, obviously right here, we're going to take the Chalice and the Imduk, we're going to link them both away, and this will allow us to go for Aurum. So we're just going to take a look and see if we can actually get Aurum. Where are you? Over here. And we're going to bring Aurum out, and as a result we have these two to go for chain links. So we have here the World Legacy World Chalice, and we also have the Imduk as well, and we're just going to bring out some cards. So firstly I want to bring out our Guard Dragon as one of the first initial options, but I might also bring out Crowned as well. That would be quite a fantastic card to actually go for, since she's not searchable anyway, so you may as well bring her out. As for Imduk, you're going to add or special summon out your Lee, and then Lee will allow you to add another card or World Legacy World Chalice monster from your deck to your hand. So in this case, you could add another Lee if you actually wanted to. You could also add another Guard Dragon, or you could just go for another Crown. So definitely quite a few options. I'm going to add the second copy of Lee, and that would be okay. So let's see what else we can do here. Keep in mind we haven't actually done a proper normal summon yet. We only gained the additional normal summon based off Imduk's effect. So technically we could still summon out the Venus, which would be fantastic, of course. But as you can see, the field is definitely a bit more on the clogged up side now. But we could take the Guard Dragon and we could take the Crown, and we could link them both away, and this would allow us to then go for Ib right over here. And from that we now have quite a few different options available for us. For example, with the Lee over here, we could also just take our Venus and normal summon that out as normal, and we're going to use Venus's effect now to actually summon out our Shine Balls. So we have one Shine Ball right here, and I'm just going to keep the other one just at bay. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate the Swing of Memories, and this will essentially allow us to actually go for our Crowned, right? So we're going to take Crowned, we're going to take one Shine Ball, we're going to take the Aurum, and we're also going to take the Lee, and this will allow us to then link summon and go for our yugioh right away. Right, so in this case we have over here, now this will actually have to be shuffled back, but yeah, essentially I'm going to shuffle my deck and then draw 4 cards off yugioh's effect. Alright, so now we draw 2, we have 1 and we have 2. Alright, so that's okay. It's, oh no, actually we draw 4, sorry. 1, 2, 3 and 4. How silly of me. So this is what we essentially have. I'm going to return the Crown, I'm going to return the Transmodify, and I'm also going to return the Draconet as well, because we've already done plenty of normal summons. So I'm going to send all of those away because we actually have our Kyoto Waterfront, so we're just going to activate that immediately. That was actually all sent to the bottom of the deck, right? Yeah, it was. Okay, great. So we have our Kyoto Waterfront here. Now, you guys might have saw that as quite a risky move because I didn't summon out the other Shine Ball before I went for Venus, but I did have a clogged up field anyway, so I wouldn't have been able to. But nevertheless, we now do have the space, so we can bring out our Venus. Mind you, we can actually summon out the Lee via Autumn's effect when it gets sent to the graveyard, so if you wanted to do that, then feel free to by just summoning it out. But in this particular case, you're going to use Venus's effect and summon out your other Shine Ball. We could have potentially drew into the Shine Ball with yugioh, but it's okay because we could still return the Shine Ball back into the deck anyway, so it's not too bad of a play. It's unfortunate we couldn't draw into our yugioh, but into our Pot of Avarice, sorry, but you know what, that's okay. Or even Exodius, that would have been nice, but I'm not particularly bothered by this. Kyoto Waterfront still has 0 counters, so it's not like we could do anything. But now that we have this kind of board out here, I'm just going to put our Mystical Shine Ball somewhere around here, maybe? No, I might put it over here. No, actually, you know what? Putting it here would be good because we have Lee and we have Ib, and we're going to link summon them both away. And they're both link... well, they're both actually meant to be effect monsters, so this would allow us to go for our Codebreaker Virus Swordsman, right? Which means we sent 2 cards to the graveyard. Kyoto Waterfront is now out here at 2 counters. We're going to take Codebreaker Virus Swordsman, and we're going to summon out the 0 Day because it's co-linked to yugioh. We're going to take 0 Day and we're going to take the Virus Swordsman, link them 2 away, so now it's at 4 counters, and this will allow us to bring out our Virus Berserker right underneath, and Virus Berserker allows us to re-summon back out our 0 Day as well as our Virus Swordsman, so it's definitely very fantastic, as we could all see here. So Kyoto Waterfront at this point has 4, so you can just search out and add your Gamma Seal wherever it is. So that's really great here. So we have Gamma Seal out on the board, and now we have to consider what else can we actually go for in this particular case. Now, can I actually draw into more cards? Not really. I mean, I can't draw into any more cards. We will be expending our resources here. So it's a matter of whether or not I can actually keep up and do any particular plays that might be quite significant in this case. Now, I'm thinking about actually going for Borolo Dragon. That might actually be quite an option. But we'll just see how we actually go here. I do see myself going for Borolo and a Trigate Wizard. That could be possible. So I'm going to do that right now. So I'm going to take the Virus Berserker, we're going to take the 0 Day, we'll take the Shine Ball, and we'll take the Venus, and all 4 of these will link away, allowing us to go for Borolo Dragon. So that's definitely fantastic. And from there, well, actually it requires effect monsters, doesn't it? So maybe instead of going for that, we could go for 0 Day. We'll take Virus Swordsman, and we'll take the Venus, and this would actually allow us, no, we can't do that too. I would have to link away at least the Mystical Shine Ball first, allowing us to go for our other Imduk, and that will give us an effect monster to then go into our Borolo Dragon, so that would be fine. but it's just a matter of us losing one extra resource. But we have Virus Swordsman right here, so what we're going to do is, I mean, at this point you sent 4 more cards, so it's just gone up even further. For Kyoto Waterfront, you could just use Sayuja's effect and then summon out your Gameciel, right? In this case, you could summon it out in defense, that would be fantastic as well. So just bring it out maybe here, and that would be okay. And I want to keep this spot open, but from your graveyard now, you do have the option to actually just banish off your Guard Dragon, and this will allow you to then summon out your normal monster. So we're just going to bring out Chosen, and then we're going to take Chosen and Virus Swordsman, and they can allow you to actually go for your Tri-Gate Wizard, and this will give you a co-link of 2 here. So technically with that, you could also just banish one of your opponent's cards on the field, which is fantastic of course. They both also get the boost from Sayuja, and you have these 4 cards out as a beat stick. Definitely very nice, definitely very powerful, and you went for an OTK. You have a lot of negates with the Gameciel given the amount of cards you sent to the graveyard. You got a banish, you got a card that pretty much steals your opponent's monsters, you had a card that actually buffed up every single one of your monsters here as well. I mean, you are in the best case scenario. There was no need for Tri-Gate Wizard to be co-linked to 3 to get the 1 extra negate, because we have plenty of negates with the Gameciel anyway, so there was no big issue there. But definitely does actually showcase what this deck actually could do. Definitely very fantastic. If you guys wanted, you could also go for the triple burst as well instead of the Tri-Gate. I just prefer Tri-Gate because its effect is definitely a bit more on the handy side, whereas triple burst does technically give you a piercing damage, which is nice, but it's not an essential. So yeah, it's all fantastic. Now if you guys actually had a reincarnation, technically you could bring out, or you could banish off 3 of your Link monsters and then summon out the Almaduke as well. So it's just really great. You could go for potentially a lot of damage here, and it's quite fantastic. But this is definitely an OTK. You have plenty of negates as well. And Borolo Dragon is actually looking to be a pretty good card, or a pretty good addition to the deck. So yeah, either Borolo Dragon or Borolo Sword Dragon would be all fantastic choices. You could also go for Appaloosa as well, but like I said, with Gameciel, you can negate pretty much everything on the board, so there's no big deal there. But I'm definitely very pleased about this particular hand. I have a lot of cards here that I could actually see that gives me a good a good perspective on what I need to play now. So with that being said, this pretty much concludes it for this particular video. It's quite short, but you know, the shorter the better, right? I mean, as long as that's actually effective, that's pretty much all that matters here. So if you guys enjoyed that, definitely drop a like and share this video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification. However, definitely let me know your thoughts on all of this. Is there any cards that you'd want me to see play in this deck that I've yet to actually include? I don't know, let me know. But with that being said, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I'll see you all next time.